This podcast contains mature language. Listener discretion is advised.
Chapter 28, A Friend Indeed.
Okay, so you guys head to the smithy?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that was about a half an hour by the time. It was 10 minutes per...
That was about a total of 20 minutes. Okay. But while they were doing that, you made your way over to the smithy, and as you entered in, you saw Dilda working away at the forge. You see a couple of people. From your blacksmithing background, you can tell that these are people who are basically just volunteers. They don't seem to be doing any amount of skilled labor. They're just gathering and fetching things for her as she, like a machine, is just hammering out nails and braces. And make a perception check.
22.
22. You see that she saw you watching her as she was continuing to work and sort of straightened up her posture a little bit. Continuing to work, like feigning not noticing you at all, but just looking right.
So I go over and I take a look at what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And what is she making?
She's right now is making a truss brace. Kind of a shape like this to hold trusses for roofs.
Is there anything, I have about an hour to kill before I take off again. Do you have anything that you need help with? Anything that I can bang out?
Yes, actually I have a triple brace, darling. I could have, if I could have your help with that.
Of course.
And she finishes the last bend, making the angle right on this one truss with tongs, puts it in the bucket. The hiss of steam, the plume comes up, and she hands it over to one of the assistants. It's a middle-aged human woman, kind of with actual oven mitts on, kind of takes it from her and kind of moves it to the side. And Dilda reaches behind her anvil, reaches down, and picks up this triangular brace that you could see is intended for 3 roof trusses to meet at 3 angles. She goes, the joints here right at the folds. I'm having a hard time getting this just right. And this is to reinforce part of the inn. I want to make sure this is right. If you could give me a hand.
Of course. It's pretty embarrassing. Do you have an extra hammer? All of my stuff was stolen.
She reaches behind on this thick leather belt that's with a multitude of loops and small tools on. She pulls a blacksmithing hammer off the back, flips it over, holding the head of it, the handle towards you. She goes, always have a spare.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
All right, go ahead and your choice on whether or not to help direct the angles of how this is to be hammered out, or to do the hammering out yourself. This would be either a dexterity or an intelligence check from you with proficiency, since you are trained in this matter.
I will go intelligence.
Okay, so you sort of, you line everything up, kind of pointing at where the impacts should be.
That is 17.
17. As she kind of hammers in, you, with a set of tongs that was sitting on the side of the anvil, you kind of tilt it up just a little bit to make sure the impacts land just right. And the last little bit of bowing that was on the triple joint is very, very quickly hammered out into these perfect angles set. And takes you 10 minutes of nudging it into the coals of the fire, back out, a few hammer strokes, back into the coals, a few more hammer strokes until just in that last minute, ting, 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 you pull it back just a little bit as she was coming in for that last one because the angle's just perfect. You turn the tongs to her and she takes it, puts it in, the plume of smoke washes over the two of you, and in this moment, one of her eyes finds your face and you see just this little bit of a smile. She looks at you and looks back, pulls the tongs out, puts the joint down on the anvil, and it's perfect. Yes. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it?
I mean, it sure the hell is.
That's not the only thing pretty in here.
Indeed. Alright, while I was gone, embarrassing, like I said, all my stuff was stolen. Do you have a spare set of smithy tools that I can maybe purchase off of you?
Purchase?
Yeah.
No. And she reaches behind her on the wall where all of her tools are splayed out to rest, and she starts taking down some of the tools that she has, setting them all out in a row on top of the anvil, and kind of catalog to make sure she has got the multitude of hammers, the tongs, and she even looks down underneath one of the shelves that she has and pulls out a small blower and sets it all out. She's, here's a full set for you.
Well, I appreciate this. Thank you so much.
Of course. I just ask one thing.
What's that?
For you to come back and have a drink.
Look around. Is there anybody just besides the two assistants?
There's the two assistants. You see the middle-aged one with the oven mitts who's still putting stuff. It's like stops, looks over, and quickly goes back to what she's doing. Like she absolutely did not hear what's going on.
I call out to her. I'm like, hey, oven mitts, can you get us two cups?
Oh, right. And she goes quickly out the shop, heading in the direction where you know the inn is.
I just wanted cups.
You guys, she looks at you, and Dilda's just kind of looking around.
I
Okay.
just wanted cups. I'm like,
And then, like a minute later, Oven Mitts comes back with 2 cups from the inn.
Is it like really hard?
And because they're both just like stuck on her mitts, and she just kind of hands her hands out.
she's my new favorite person. So I grab 2 and I put them on the anvil, and I take off the stopper from the keg out of my bag. And I pour 2 big glasses for both of us.
Dilda picks hers up.
I'm like, this is proper dwarven.
Oh yes, this is. This. You and this are a treat.
Cheers.
Clinks.
So cool.
Do you just take a sip? Do you pound your?
So what's a sip?
It's like a
2 of you pound this together. Both mugs hit on the anvil at the same time.
Sparks fly.
Yeah.
All around, it's a blacksmith shop.
Yeah, right?
Eyes locked.
She looks right at you and says, "To the first of many, I hope."
Me too. Thank you for this.
Thank you.
And do you have a flask by any chance?
She reaches into the side of her apron and pulls out a small iron flask. She goes, "Part of a proper blacksmithing set."
I fill up the flask with my dwarven brew.
She steps over and with just her left arm scoops you up and plants a kiss right on your lips.
Aww.
And then sets you down.
I kiss her back.
Oof.
No, she kisses you, you kiss back, it stays for a moment. Oven Mitts is still standing there like,
Mitts.
and you see Oven Mitts is just like,
I know.
and then remembers where she is and goes back to what she's doing. And Dilda just kind of sets you down the whole 2 feet it takes to get you from point A to point B.
I love this telenovela.
And then kind of awkward, like, well, I gotta go save the world.
Let's go now. My friends are leaving.
She goes,
Super awkward. They're gonna leave without me.
but also to the first of many. You find your way back.
Oh, I will. And as I'm leaving, I put my hand. Did I have the smith tools, correct?
Yeah, they were splayed out. You pick them up, stick them in your bag.
And as I walk over by oven mitts, I hand her a platinum piece.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, hide this where she'll find it.
Yeah, oven mitts is like.
Yeah.
This is a pancake.
And she kind of peeks out and.
Oh.
It's to help the town rebuild.
Of course.
I have just the place, actually.
Make sure she finds it.
Of course. It's for Dilda.
I've
What
done
do
my
you do?
part. I walk out.
Okay. As you walk out,
You don't float.
you take one last look back in the shop, and you see that Tilda has the flask, and she looks back at you and winks, takes a sip, puts the flask away,
I'm
and
like,
starts grabbing her tools again.
See if I can think of this lady.
are you gonna do that? Oh. I think his beard braided itself in the moment.
Yeah, right?
Into the ship.
End of a heart.
Aww.
By the way.
Awesome.
But I will.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have that recruit. All right.
Oh.
All right, so you head out.
Yep.
All right, as you step out, at this point, you see Val and Meilin coming down the street towards you.
Hey Angus, how you doing? How was the trip to the smithy?
You could say it was.
Are you smiling?
No. It was pretty
Well, I think he's smiling.
productive.
Productive?
Okay.
Well, we're gonna be more productive now. We're about to take off. Let's go find a radar.
Yeah, let's head out and get right off.
Yeah, let's
He's smiling.
Let's
I
go
swear to
save the
God.
world.
I think he's smiling.
Okay. The three of you proceed south out of town, heading back towards the farmsteads. You come once again to the small stead with the barn behind the main building where you had met Radoff. The crows are still perched up on the roof of the barn, but out front, sitting on a small crate, you see Radoff with a handful of what seem to be stalks of grain of some kind. He's picking the seeds off of them and he's kind of flicking them out into the field. And every once in a while, a couple crows jump down and grab some of the seeds.
And how far away is
Right now, he's about 50 feet away from you as you guys are kind of approaching. And he just kind of seems to be in his own little world. Just,
Radar, you ready?
we're going?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here you go, boys. He kind of snaps the stalks and kind of breaks them up roughly and sets them off to the side, and three of the crows jump down immediately and just start pecking at them. Eat up. All right. Let's go.
We were able to gather a little bit more information about that dragon.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Angus, you weren't there, but we got some information. Listen to this. Young green dragon, you already said that, correct?
Yeah, you're talking about Venom Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met him.
Yeah.
So we had somebody scribe on him, and successfully. And apparently he was surveying an area, flying over some old wooden area,
Uh-huh.
very big, but he was evading something. He was
Other
looking up.
dragons.
Yeah, apparently another dragon.
It seemed like it was far away from here.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so long as he's not anywhere near here, I mean,
Doesn't seem to be.
he's a living being. He's all right to live somewhere, just not here.
I think Angus here scared him off.
And he looks over at Angus. He sees
Show the teeth.
the teeth.
Yeah.
He looks at it and goes, that's fair.
All right. So
And the one I haven't.
would you like to direct?
Yeah, we'll just follow the road for now. Easy enough.
Hey Angus,
Yeah.
we found out Dragon's alive.
Really?
Yeah. He's apparently chained up somewhere dark. And the black spider's with him. cost was useful for something, it turned out. But
Oh,
at least we
good
know
for
Grit is alive.
Put my hand on Val. I'm like, see? Told you. We'll get him back.
That's right.
Thank you.
Now let's do just that.
And the four of you set out, Radolf kind of leading the way. He just starts heading down the main road out of town, softly kind of whistling to himself. Just kind of looking up at the sky. He's just kind of in his own little world most of the time.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Which one?
Don't many to choose from with him.
Yeah.
Hey, Rita,
Huh?
what's your story?
No.
I don't have a favorite story.
No, what's your life story? Where do you come from?
Oh, I was born in 10 towns up north, and it's really
Really?
cold.
How many towns?
10 towns.
There's a lot of towns.
Yeah, 10 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cold. All I eat is fish.
How long ago?
Yeah, 50 years ago, I think. I don't know. I don't really keep track of the years.
But have you been recently back there?
Oh, God, no, it's cold.
Or you just turned into a polar bear or something?
Yeah, but then when I don't, it's cold. It's nicer down here.
True.
I mean, the city over there is called Neverwinter for a reason.
So
it's
he's from
cold.
the same city I am.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Neverwinter. It's
Oh, okay.
just, it smells like people. I don't like it.
Too crowded for you?
Yeah, way too crowded.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, nice pastries, but not worth sticking around for.
There's a nice little place called, I think, the Lady Luck. Next time you're there, you might want to actually just, have some fun.
Fun. What kind of bakery is that?
The good stuff.
Uh-huh. I'll check it out if I head back.
Yeah, just look for me. You must know like how to find us by now, right?
Wait right here.
Well, I know what you look like.
There you go. I'll help you.
Yeah. Yeah. If this goes the way you guys want it to, yeah, maybe.
So how do your powers work? You can turn into animals, it seems. How does that go?
Well, it's magic. Takes training,
So why is that? Can you turn into anything?
if I've seen it.
So a green
No.
dragon, perhaps?
Well, it's not an animal. That's a dragon.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Looked like an
I
animal
can't.
to me.
Can't turn into people either. I mean, I already am a person.
Also good to know.
So if you turn into a bear,
Yeah,
can you converse with other bears?
yeah.
And you can understand what they say. And
Yeah.
vice versa.
Really?
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I talk to you most of the time.
That must be really useful for finding honey.
Oh yeah, that's how we find it.
So much.
Yeah,
Man,
So you were talking to those crows earlier?
yeah.
those are your friends.
So what were you talking about? What the crows talk
Well,
about?
that's personal.
No, I'm like, I want to know what crows talk about.
I was about to say, Rado kind of smiles, looking at Angus. Yeah, this is kind of a personal question, isn't it?
I mean, we're getting to know each other.
Dude, that could be like his somebody. Come on.
Oh.
You know,
Well, Vine over there wanted to know if anything was going to burn again, and I told him I didn't know. And then Leaf, he wanted to know where I found those seeds. I told him the field, 3 fields over.
bird stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. I just keep quiet and continue.
Yeah, Radolf just keeps walking down the road.
What about a giant spider?
That's creepy, but yeah, I could. I see the need for it.
We might.
What are you doing with a giant spider?
Running from it. So
That's a smart thing to do.
Or hitting it.
if you're in, for lack of a better terms, if you're in bear form, right,
Okay.
and you see a crow,
Alright.
can you still understand what the crow's saying, or do you have to be in crow form?
Yeah,
Hmm.
they don't really talk to each other.
Right, but I'm saying if, say, for some reason you wanted to protect us and be a bear, and there was a crow calling over here, could you understand what the crow was saying, Or do you have to be in crow form to understand the crow?
Well, I have a spell for that. So,
You are fascinating.
You have a crow spell?
Absolutely
I
fascinating.
can speak
Careful.
with animals.
Hmm.
That's a spell I know.
All animals?
Yeah, well, they're animals. And things people think are animals are not actually animals.
Do spiders talk?
Sort of. Brains are small.
Interesting.
And I'm like,
I'm so
but
intrigued.
quiet.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I've learned a lot in the monastery, but wow.
Like, spiders don't, like, have a lot of brains. It's mostly eat, sleep, make spiders. That's pretty much it.
Sounds like most of the humans I know too.
Yeah, that's why I stay away from them. Conversations aren't very good. Squirrels, on the other hand. Squirrels, they know a lot of things.
Wow.
Now I'm super intrigued. Like what?
Pretty much that most
all I
people
do.
don't know to close their curtains.
Oh,
Noted.
And how to find a nut.
Yeah, and the problem with squirrels are not great in the memory department. They forget where half of them are.
Hmm.
But it works because that's how we get trees.
I heard even a blind squirrel can find a nut.
Yeah, the sense of smell's pretty good. Yeah, this is weird. This is as long as I've actually talked to a person before.
This is the longest I've talked to a druid before.
Yeah, you should get out more. So,
this guy.
How far have we gotten down this path?
Like
I was about to say
6 minutes?
20 feet.
6
Yeah.
minutes?
I was about to say about 6 minutes, maybe a mile down the road.
Soldier's like, goodbye! See you guys!
So you guys continue making small talk with Radoff down the road. As you go over the
No such thing as
rise,
small talk with radar.
the slight rise in the road heading south out of town. You see that the road continues to descend in elevation, opening up to the bottom of this valley area between the two mountain ranges. And just past where the road bends to the west, to your right at this point, you see it descend down to a lake. But as you get to the actual bend itself in the road, Radoff starts to step off of the dirt road heading into the woods. He looks at you guys and he goes, the rest of this is through the trees. And it's, yeah, well, 15 miles or so. Shouldn't be too bad. And, I mean, all the goblins and everything, they live up north.
No.
So we should be fine.
Any particular dangers across the line here?
Oh, I mean, wildlife. You don't bother it doesn't bother you usually.
Oh, you're right. No, you can talk to them.
Well, we brought the wildlife with us,
Yeah.
just in case.
What?
Yeah.
You can turn into all the wildlife
Yeah, I guess you're right.
and talk to them.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Okay. They're good. We'll see how things are going.
Diplomatic with the bears instead of not.
So, you guys continue heading into the woods, and you travel for about another hour, maybe two at this point, and you start to lose the daylight. Start pretty significantly here deep in the woods. It's still light enough to see, but you're getting the pretty low light conditions at this point.
I want to wait until like the last moment so I can get a torch out.
Okay. Yeah, you travel for another 30 minutes, and at this point, after almost being hit in the face a couple times by low-lying branches, you're pretty much out of visibility.
All right, so you got one of those torches?
Yeah, they're in the back.
Pull it up. Here you
Do
go.
we have any other light sources? Or is this it?
I believe I can use my shield and you can cast light on it.
Oh, that would be cool.
And Radar kind of looks around, and you see him kind of make kind of a circular motion with his hand 4 times, and these 4 globules of light pop out and start glowing, casting dim light about 20 feet around him, creating this kind of perimeter of these 4 globes. Yeah, does this help?
Yeah.
And I go like, Put this back in the backpack.
That's a neat trick.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how did you do that?
It's
Magic?
pretty simple spell. I mean, you know magic, right? You can make light.
Yeah, like this, and I touch Val Shield.
Okay. And a bright light appears in the center of Val's shield. Actually brighter than the globule. You go, yeah, like that.
I'm like, oh, turn it off.
Yeah, creates his own.
So how far can we see with these globules of light?
He has them about 20 feet away, and they cast light 20 feet past us. So you can see in a radius 40 feet around you.
No,
Okay.
that's way better than
That works.
than the light shield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys want to just keep going, or should we make a camp?
Let's keep going for a little bit and then we'll make camp later on.
All right.
About another hour or so.
Yeah. So it just had hit dark, so what, like 8 o'clock ish?
Usually it's like 7:30, right?
Yeah, it's
Quarter to
Florida.
9. I mean, I can
Because then it's
I can throw out numbers too.
Yeah, right? I'm like, it's like 7:48.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, you see Radoff is starting to stop a little bit and kind of glance around. His ability to just kind of swiftly navigate through the trees is starting to slow up a bit after traveling another roughly 30 minutes.
Must be 8 o'clock now.
Yeah, that's the problem with living in cities. You use time. I just use light. It's easy enough. And then when I'm tired, I'm tired.
Are you tired?
If we go to,
Yeah.
if we rest right now, we can get up early and continue, right? So I can get there tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's
Can you keep your globules going while you're sleeping?
Well, for 10 minutes.
Ah, okay. That won't help. Alright.
I'll take first watch.
Alright, I'll take first, second watch.
And then, do we have a tent? Or any tents?
Yep.
We did have 2 tents.
One tent.
One.
We have 1 tent.
One tent that fits 2 people.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 2-person tent.
All right, so
Okay.
let's set it up.
So you guys make camp for the night?
Yeah.
And
And you asked, really, do you want to rest in the tent or do you prefer to be outdoorsy?
I'm fine sleeping under a tree.
All right. That makes it easy.
You see him kind of.
What are your thoughts, Radarth, on making a fire? You're a lot more woodsy than we are.
No, you can make one if you want. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I'm
Bad
happy
idea.
here.
Good idea.
Bad idea. For
I don't want to
what?
attract anything.
Well, yeah, bright light in the middle of the woods. That attract things.
What do you guys think?
No,
Do we need a fire?
no, let's just go.
You have your torch.
I never actually light it up.
Would you like a torch?
I mean, no.
No, you're just gonna not see? Okay. I'll go to get ready for bed then.
I'll turn it on when it's my time. I mean, because it doesn't last forever.
Torch only lasts an hour.
Yeah.
So you see Radoff kind of moving his hands in the dim light from the globules, and he creates kind of a raised mound from the dirt and mossy ground. And the shape of it is kind of elevated to have like a rest, almost like a lounge chair. And he just lays it out. Almost. How about you guys?
I go and
You're trying to set up your Boy Scout pup tent.
there's a thick brush around. Is there any thick brush?
There's a little bit
Bushes
around
and
here.
stuff.
Yeah, it's the woods here are not heavily overgrown, but it's a healthy forest here.
I just break off some of the bushier kind of bushes,
Mhm.
trees and stuff, lay them out, and then I take my leather, 5 feet of leather,
Mhm.
and lay it over top. And then I
Smart.
lay down on top of that.
Okay,
Make like a little makeshift bed.
gotcha. Okay,
Angus, you can have the tent.
all right. So Angus goes into the tent using only half of it.
Cord.
I mean, I got
Well, it's
first.
a 2-person tent.
I'll have first shift anyway, so if you want to go in and just leave for now,
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
I go to do the meditation for about 10 minutes and then go to sleep.
Okay.
And I want to have the tinder box ready
Mhm.
and the torch if I hear anything to actually like strike it.
Okay. All right. So you guys crash out. You're taking first watch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and you give me a perception check.
How about I don't? It's 4 total.
Total of 4. You hear the night sounds, the occasional hoot of an owl. The crickets start chirping, kind of rising and falling here and there. But you don't hear anything that sounds like movement. Your watch passes uneventful. Who do you wake up next?
I'll go get Riley.
Okay. Tag Meilin out.
Can I give him the torch and the tinderbox? If you hear anything, just light us out.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna start taking off my armor.
Okay. And you crash out. All right, Meilin. Let's see a perception check for your watch.
6.
6. All right.
There's trees.
You hear the sound, the cricket noise rising and falling starts to get a little quieter over the course of your watch, and you can start to hear this kind of rustling sound, and it gets closer, and then you realize it's just the wind starting to come through the trees. That stiff breeze starts blowing through here during the night, but you don't hear anything that sounds like movement or any aberrant sounds other than nature sounds in the forest.
Good.
Okay, and tag out with Angus.
Sure.
Okay.
Kind of shake the tent. Angus. Wake up.
I'm inside too.
I didn't call your name.
Yeah,
You hear Val, the soft snores of Val kind of a little bit, and then just kind of
Angus.
No, that's my every night.
Angus.
coming.
I heard nothing. And I go lay down.
I take the 10 minutes to put back on.
okay.
And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to use my domain feature, Blessing the Forge, to give myself the +1 AC.
Alrighty. And go ahead, as soon as that's done, give me a perception check for your watch.
Wow.
Today.
We're so
I rolled
perceptive.
an
It's
Eddie.
the forest.
And Eddie?
So my
You rolled
perception
Eddie.
is 7.
7.
That's the most.
This is the highest
As you-
one. Wow.
4, 6, 7.
As you take up your watch, the wind
Overachieving.
is pretty strong blowing through the forest here, but after a bit it starts to die down. The crickets start becoming quite loud at this point. Thank you.
Thank you.
And as the cricket noise starts to die down once again, after about an hour, 2 hours, the dim light of morning starts coming through the trees.
Alright. I go over and I wake everybody up.
I guess we wake up.
Yeah, you wake up your compatriots. See Radoff is kind of
No shenanigans this morning.
curled up on his earthen shea lounge.
I can see him like in Rome or something.
He's actually kind of curled up like this
Oh.
on the lounge. Anyway, saying, morning.
All right, so I start putting my armor back. And while I tighten it, I'm just looking around, make sure everything, it's in order.
Go ahead, give me one more perception check.
I roll up my little leather bed.
Okay. Your makeshift bedroll?
Yeah.
Okay.
6 total.
6 total. Light is barely coming through the tree. You can tell this is very, very early dawn.
Mm-hmm.
But you see nothing out of place from when you took your watch. You see much further now, and you're deep in
So
the
much brighter out
woods.
here.
You can't. You're at this point, since you traveled in, it looks like woods for hours in every direction.
Cool. All right, great. Thank you.
Okay, the morning light continues to intensify, and you guys can see all of the splendor of nature around you. Do you guys have anything to prepare before heading out again?
Are we?
I do my morning stretches and everything.
I'll get one of the rations.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one too. Might as well eat.
Meilin,
Yeah, I'll take one.
and then I get some. I asked Rada, you got anything, or we? We got some dry tack.
You look over and he's holding a big mushroom in his hand that's half eaten.
That explains.
Alright. Alright, it's good.
Okay.
See him kind of break it into quarters, puts the rest in a pouch here. Alright, we're going?
Yeah.
Good to go.
How far do you think? How much longer?
Yeah, should only be a couple hours.
Perfect. Let's do it.
While we're moving and he's, guiding us,
Mhm.
I would like to actually keep an eye out to see if I see anybody following us.
Okay. Alright, so you guys set out. You go ahead and give me a perception check.
I mean, that kind of fell.
I was going to say, I didn't actually see you roll that.
Okay. That's even worse. 9.
9 is what you get for honesty, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You look behind you. You don't see anyone following you. Keeping an ear out, you don't hear any sounds other than the sounds the four of you are making as you traverse through the forest. Every once in a while, the sound of the breeze through the leaves comes through. But other than that, nothing out of place, nothing unnatural.
Okay.
And do you guys have anything else to do on your journey, or just following right up?
Just follow along.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you continue on for what feels like 2 to 3 hours at this point, and then Radoth kind of stops and looks ahead through the trees. Goes, well, I wasn't there before.
What?
He looks over. Somebody got a fire set.
Mm.
We're here, by the way.
Here, as in.
Yeah, okay. Cave's right over there.
Okay.
And you guys kind of look through, and through the very, very thick trees, you can see that you've just passed them maybe a mile ahead through the trees. You can see little bits of rock as it looks to be a kind of stone culvert, like a horseshoe bend in the beginnings of the mountains that were on the southern side of town that you would see from time to time.
Do we notice anybody walking or doing a patrol?
Go ahead and give me another perception check.
I'm gonna tell Meilin and Angus, hey, keep an eye out, see if we actually see anybody patrolling.
Yeah, can I look around?
Yeah, you guys can all give me perception checks.
Come.
I don't speak whatever that was.
Good.
All right, Angus,
16.
16,
5.
17.
17.
Show off.
Looking through, all you see is leaves, branches,
I'm too occupied thinking about my brother.
but what the two of you see is in the distance through the tree. If you angle it just right through all the trees, you can see just where Radoth said, about a mile away through the brush, is a large stacking of wood, almost in a bonfire configuration. And every once in a while see the flickering of flames on it.
Any people?
You can't tell from this distance.
Okay. Does it look like a big fire if I can see it from a mile away?
You can see the flickering of flames, but it doesn't look like a giant torrent. But looking through the
So
woods, you
It
can...
doesn't look like how Phandelver did on fire.
No, it didn't look like an entire town on fire.
Oh, okay, good.
Radoth, do you know any other entrances besides this one to get into the cave?
No, it's just the one cave.
Have you been inside?
Oh, no. No, it didn't smell right.
What did it smell like?
Oh, that's comforting.
And it smelled like rot. I mean, it's a cave. They usually smell like rot. Usually something lives in it.
Fair. Well,
Let's go
you're
forward.
not coming with us, right?
I'd rather not go in the cave if I can help it.
If you can help it. How about you can help us?
Yeah, I can help you like this. And he kind of casts his hands a little bit, and this kind of blue energy starts forming into his hands, and it's like watching balloons inflate small in his hand, and he creates this kind of bushel of 10 very large grapes. And he hands these over to you. He goes, "Here, eat one. It should keep you full for a whole day.
All right.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
We
just in
appreciate
case it takes you longer than you expected."
All right. I'll go ahead and eat it.
10 grapes.
It's absolutely delicious, and it feels like you've just eaten an entire Thanksgiving dinner.
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, I'll take a magic grape too.
Can I ask you for one last favor?
Other than
Yeah,
joining
sure.
us.
Do you mind turning, I don't know if you can, into a crow once more and circle the area for a little bit and then come back and let us know if you see any movement in the area?
Yeah, actually, that's no problem. And you see him like start to, looks like watching somebody start to jump, but as his body moves forward, it just shifts into a crow and it just launches up through the branches. And you see him take off.
I need to learn how to do that.
That's amazing.
God. You guys ready? We're in the last leg of our journey.
Well, while we wait for him to come back, so we don't walk into an ambush.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I just wanted to feel like if you guys want to leave or turn back, now's the time.
I wouldn't have walked all the way here.
Yeah, I'm not in the habit of walking somewhere and then saying, you know what, this is not my thing, and walking away.
Yeah.
I don't wear.
I'm just giving you the
red
option.
robes.
I think I had that option weeks ago.
You guys don't owe me anything. Just a case, and this is a little bit on the personal side, more than what our main mission is. Just
Well, if I can, help stop an entire world anarchy, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I like living.
It's kind of what I'm about. Yeah.
for me, it's a family matter. So,
Well,
but saving the world would be a plus.
Yeah, I mean, plus.
I think that's kind of a family matter too.
Yeah.
All families. Yeah. I'm in.
Well, if there's something that I've learned in our 2 weeks together, is that all family is not stone and blood.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I don't think I have any stone family, but I agree with you 100%.
It takes about 10 minutes, and you hear the very fast wings flapping. Crow darts down under the trees, passes between a few lands in front of you, and shifts back up into the form of Radolf. And he goes, "Well, there wasn't anybody moving around, but there's an ogre over there. He's sitting by the fire.
One.
That's all I saw.
Okay.
I mean, they don't tend to get along with anybody. So, you usually find them by themselves."
What's the plan?
How interested are you in helping out maneuvering an ogre?
What are we talking about here?
Just bringing him closer to us?
Getting him out of the way, any means necessary.
Or helping
Do you
from
speak
afar?
ogre?
Nah, I don't speak giant.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is there any way to for you to distract him or bring him over here and then hold him down while we take care of him?
Or can
I don't want you in the line of fire. I just want you to see if you could actually assist. Then we'll take over from there.
Can you fly over there and get his attention and have him follow you?
I can try. I don't know if he'll take the bait. I mean, they're kind of dumb.
Can you scare him?
Scare 'em.
Yeah.
You know what an ogre is, right?
Yeah. But
They're
I don't
scary.
know what else you can turn into. That's pretty scary.
I think at this point we're just gonna have to
Go at it.
hit this thing head on.
Well, I can try to try to drop some things on him, like little rocks, stuff as a bird. I really don't want to go near it.
Can you drop Can you drop this dagger from up top? It's right on top of his head.
I can try.
I mean, something.
Sure. Go for it. I'll wait here.
What do you think I can?
I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I just hold it.
The dagger?
Yeah, I hold the dagger out.
All right, he takes a dagger from you.
There's a dagger.
Well,
Here you go. Drop that.
it's kind of heavy, actually.
You're like, eh,
Exactly.
I can certainly try.
I mean,
That's all we do every day.
wouldn't an eagle be a little bit like?
You don't tell him how to fly.
I don't know. I'm not telling him anything. You don't tell him what how to fly.
I'll do my best. After that, do you mind if I go? Because
That's
if
fine.
you guys are gonna play with an ogre, I really don't want to be around for that.
So I don't believe you one bit.
Angus and Meilin, should we be like within running distance, like for him to see us at least?
Yep.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna carefully move in a certain range that we can still actually back into the woods, but he'll see us and come for us.
Okay. Yeah, it would be. You surmise you might have 100 feet to keep yourselves well hidden.
What's in the way? Like
Trees.
between
Trees and rocks.
open trees, space.
It's
an open
woods
tree
all the way
forest.
through. It's still pretty heavy woods here. No.
where the campfire is.
Yes.
Okay.
I got an idea.
So he just has like a small opening that he's kind of chilling out in.
That from what you guys can see, yes.
Okay.
You got that torch in the tinderbox?
Sure. Why not?
Can you light my shield?
In daytime?
In the middle of the day.
I know,
Okay.
but if I have some kind of light source and I'm running, he'll follow me. And just gonna wave the torch.
Shouldn't I be the one running?
I mean, it will help, but he's just gonna follow us. Maybe you can just do round and then pick him from behind.
I mean, sure. But if that's what you want.
I mean, I'm not gonna put you guys in the middle. I'll try to hold it
I mean,
off.
if we're gonna be running away,
He'll be distracted by me, and then you guys can attack him as best as possible. Kind of sneak attack, come out from a tree or something. How about that?
I'm not a ninja.
Can I successfully hide behind any of the trees in here? Are they that wide?
Some of the trees are big enough at the trunk for at least one of you to try to hide behind it. Multiple of you hiding behind the same tree.
Well, of course.
No, yeah, but
Create an ambush.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you guys hide behind two of the
I think
large
if we're gonna
trunks.
do that, then let's do a tripwire. With the rope.
Get the rope.
We have tons of rope.
All right.
100 feet of rope. So if we can find 2 trees posted up, he's not gonna be paying attention.
And then you guys can like loop it a little bit
And
around
I'm
the
gonna be
tree.
doing the running. You 2 are hiding.
That's
He's
fair.
literally twice as fast as I am.
All right. So let's do this. And then, so we're gonna get the rope, we're gonna tie them together, get 2 bigger, like big trunk trees in the range,
Okay.
and then we're gonna loop it so it's loose on the floor for the moment.
Okay. Well,
Right.
for this, we're gonna need a battle
And
mat.
then we're gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna like try to.
Well, you're gonna be. It's gonna be tied around the tree.
Yeah, I'm saying we can't. If we pull,
You're
he's
not
just
holding
gonna,
it.
He's just gonna go with it.
You're
Well,
not-
as soon as he hits it, we're gonna go flying.
You're not holding the rope. We're
Okay,
gonna be
so let's
tying
just
it
leave it.
around the tree.
Okay.
Tying it around the tree.
About his ankle height.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like this tall.
Yeah. So Angus is.
So, yeah. So we got a plan. So
Okay.
as soon as he falls, we kind of like sneak out, attempt to attack.
All right. Well, let's get some visuals going. Okay. So you guys have your 100 feet of rope. You guys are tying it off where?
What about those 2 trees? They're like just diagonal from us. Those 2. Yeah. No.
These two?
Those 2 next to each other. Those 2. Yeah. What about
Well,
those?
does the auger fit through there?
Because
Yeah, it's 10. They're 15 feet apart from each
it
other.
looks like a decent line.
And are the trunks big enough to actually hide him in one and me in the other?
Theoretically.
I'm more worried that he would tear the trees out by the roots if he ran through it.
Oh,
Well,
we're gonna be.
they're
busy.
not to scale per se, right?
Yeah. No. They're not.
So
The trees are not exactly to scale.
They're still really big trees. Like the
Yeah,
really
these
big
are
ones
still-
are
these
really,
are all
really,
still-
really big.
Yeah. This is an old growth forest. These are full size trees.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, map not the scale.
Yeah.
So we're gonna first. Can we sneak towards the tree?
Okay. Who is sneaking to the trees?
Well, like super slow, like.
Okay. Who's sneaking to the trees?
Okay. Well, I guess the only
Do
people
we-
that are.
We can still have the druid make a
Yeah, the
bird attack if we need to for distraction if we get in trouble.
He's gonna do the bird thing.
Yeah, he's
I mean, he flew around. And
no,
came back, but-
he hasn't shifted yet. Radoth is still looking at you guys to get the plan. He has the dagger. You know, like,
Okay.
just
right.
tell me the plan.
Were we able to put the rope through already?
we have to.
No, you said you guys are going to sneak over to do that, correct?
Yes, and it's still far away to not like draw too much attention.
So
correct?
That would depend.
Radoth.
Who is going to do
Right.
this?
Alright, I'll go.
We're going.
and
Okay, so
Radoth.
it's you two.
Disadvantage.
Okay, yes. If you guys are
Why are
trying
you
to
yelling?
sneak over, then I need stealth checks at disadvantage from both of you.
Ouch.
And Radoth, can you keep an eye on the ogre?
Now I can see him from here.
Okay. If he starts coming
You
at
got the
us,
same?
can you
Twinsies.
distract
Oh,
him
we're
and fly out of the way?
twinsies! I'm sorry.
I can.
Sorry, I apologize, Rayla. What happened?
They were rolling dice.
Yeah.
You want to? We're twinsies.
So if I told Radoth to keep an eye on the ogre, if the ogre starts coming at us,
it will.
Just drop the knife on him.
Just drop the knife.
Okay, so your stealth checks?
1.
Well, total
1.
3.
Okay.
We both go once.
Okay.
You're actually more stealthy than I am.
I am. That's a disadvantage. You know what? Want to know what my higher roll was?
Wow.
Mine was a 5.
Ding. Ding.
Yeah, so they go trudging off, clanking as they go.
Very loudly. Val, be quiet.
we were a mile away.
Rayla, are you ready?
Yeah, I should probably go now.
Yeah.
I think they can hear you back in Phandelver.
What?
And he turns into a eagle, larger sized bird, and he is able to pick up the dagger in his beak and just takes off. And he's kind of circling around, waiting to see. And both of you make perception checks as you move closer here to the trees.
Okay, thank God.
I'm gonna kind of follow alongside of them.
Okay.
Sneakily.
15.
You want me to roll for stealth?
Yes, you roll for stealth as well.
20.
Jesus. He's like
Would you roll for your perception?
15.
15. You both see the ogre is kind of like looking in your direction.
If I see
Kinda-
that, can I tell him to just like stop and drop?
I'm not gonna drop that, make more noise.
Okay. Stop. Stop.
Stop doing what?
So moving.
The ogre's still sitting there by the fire, but it's looking in your general direction.
So I go past them in front of the tree because I know what they're doing. They're gonna go to tie the tree up. So I'm just kind of going by where that rock is, right in front of that tree where Angus is at.
Right over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
stealthily.
Okay.
I rolled a 26, by the way.
He's like
26 total? Okay.
Jesus.
I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no clue where you went.
I walked between both of you and you couldn't see me.
Alright, so you guys are securing the rope.
Yes.
Alright.
Allegedly.
I need both of you. This would be a strength check to tie this as tight as possible, because you guys are tying this taut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I need strength checks from both of you.
Nice. Modified 20.
16.
16? Okay.
Modified.
Alright. And the eagle kind of lands here in the tree next to you, looks at you, looks back at the ogre, looks at you,
Alright, we not.
and it kind of mimics your nod and takes off flying.
Ready?
And at this point, they're pretty much tied around and now they're tightening it up.
Yeah, they've cinched up the rope now.
So I want to kind of sneakily go between those two rocks.
Okay.
Yep, right about
Right
there.
here?
Yep.
Right in the path that he's going to be coming.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Can,
exactly the
can we then now like attempt to hide? behind
Both want to
it?
try to hide?
Yeah.
Okay. I need again stealth checks from both of you. That's at disadvantage.
12.
3.
Okay.
He's like, half his body's like out. Tree trunk.
I'm hiding behind that one real thin reed tree. I'm like, I got this shit.
So what I do is, I don't know
You
anything,
have
but I'm
4
gonna
leaves
bring
that are
the
like this.
the Echo
I
Knight.
can't see him. He can't see me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bring him. Let's say, as soon as I see, so I'm gonna hold action to bring the Echo Knight out. As soon as I see that if the ogre comes through here
Mm-hmm.
and trips, the Echo Knight appears behind him.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So you've got that kind of ready.
Yeah, ready, and me to attempt to like attack it right immediately right there as soon
Okay.
as it trips.
All right. So the ogre is still sitting there. It's just kind of like peering into the woods, trying to. Looks like he's trying to suss out what's going on.
So we gave Radot the signal, so I'm just kind of waiting. And
You see the eagle fly. You look up. You see it starting to fly down
uh-huh.
towards the target. What do you do?
I'm waiting, and then I'll sneak up just one step.
Like
Every
5 feet?
time the eagle gets like 10 feet away farther, I'll sneak up 5 feet, kind of thing. So I'm kind of following it slowly, very slowly,
Okay.
and stealthily.
Now you can't hide. I mean, you have to hide behind something. Like stealth is not invisibility.
Right.
So
Well, he's not looking at me.
he's peering right in this
Oh, is he?
direction.
Yeah.
Okay. So then
So what are
I'll
you
go
trying to
behind
hide?
the rock.
Behind here?
The other one, the big one.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you see just in this moment the eagle shoots back up. And who would like to make the attack roll?
I'll do it.
Yeah, because I'm not like shit. House of crit.
What did you just say?
I'm not
I'll
going.
do what?
I said I'm gonna go for Eddie to go roll.
No, what did you roll for radar?
Just a regular attack roll.
Should have been the DM.
I need to know the die roll.
It's a 1 and
It's a
plus
1.
1.
That's a 1. You see the dagger clatter on the ground in front of the ogre. And the ogre
That's great.
looks up, and looks down,
Please.
leans down and
Crap on him.
picks up the dagger.
Look at that.
And the ogre just like bites it
This is
and starts
fantastic.
picking his teeth.
Oh, nice.
And it's still staring in the direction of all of you.
Okay. So, Meilin. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, wherever you are. Meilin's not laughing, by the way.
I have an idea.
Yeah, you can still see Meilin. He's not trying to hide
Oh,
from
okay.
you.
I'm gonna take 5 feet of movement
Mm-hmm.
You can still see me.
and go kind of
Just quiet.
catty corner a little bit, so I'm right in front of, like, right behind the trap. Excuse me.
So, okay.
And I want to look at him, and I'm gonna cast Searing Smite on my weapon
Oh,
to
okay.
make it glow. Like that. That's my toothpick.
Can you yell that out?
Fuck yeah, I do.
All right.
It's free.
So Angus just steps out, pulls out his warhammer, it
Okay.
ignites in flames,
Uh-huh.
and he yells that out, and the ogre. And it just lumbers itself up to its feet and picks up this massive club. And it looks and sets the club down. Reaches back and pulls a javelin
Oh, God.
and chucks it at you.
All right. Well, he misses. That's good storytelling.
That is a 17.
Yeah, I told you he misses.
Yeah, it clatters
I'm like,
into the ground and stops about 10 feet in front of you on the ground. Yeah, the ogre goes,
I want to pick it up and throw it back at him.
all right.
oh, okay.
So what do you do with your warhammer? This is your warhammer and shield, right?
Yep. So I'll put my warhammer away,
Okay.
reach over, pick up the javelin, and I'll chuck it back at him.
All right, so you step over your trap or you walk around the tree?
I step over to the trap.
Limbo. The
Okay, so you sort of limbo
Yeah.
over and pick it up.
And I'll throw it back at him.
All right, that is an attack roll using your strength.
All right. So that is
Actually, this is a disadvantage for that range. It's only 30-foot regular range on a javelin.
Oh! That that would have been it.
just for added salt.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was
It's like
that's a
person
natural
steal
20.
everything.
Was.
So otherwise
Was.
it's a 17.
17 does hit. So that is 1d6 damage plus your strength.
48. That is 11 points of damage.
Nice.
It's the maximum I could have done with it.
Wow. Good stuff.
So the ogre is standing there and just the javelin just pierces right into its left pectoral muscle, and it just
He just flicked.
and it just roars and
Baby
grabs the
horse.
club and just
Oh my God.
just starts charging. I need now initiative from everybody.
Alright.
All right, starting with Angus.
14.
Wow.
What is this? 14?
I'm getting good at this.
And Meilin.
Why is your voice cracked? Meilin
Right.
said it.
I roll high for attacks.
Unfortunately, the ogre has the jump here. What's that?
It's not one of the bird.
Ogre comes charging
You can't see me behind the rock,
through
can you?
here.
Stealthily,
Yeah.
stealthily hide behind the rock.
He does not seem to be looking at you. He seems to only to have eyes only for the dwarf.
He has eyes for you, Angus.
And yeah, he moves up. You see him take the club, slam it onto the ground a couple times, and just. And so first up, we have both Angus and Val.
I say go get him, boys.
Do you want me to go first?
Yes, you know what to do.
So I'm going to go and take, 5, 10, 15 feet of movement and go back around the tree so he doesn't see me concentrating on the rope.
Over like this.
Yeah, one step back. So
Okay.
25, 20 feet, 20 movement?
Over here.
Yeah.
Yep, 20 feet of movement.
All right. And then I will cast Spiritual Weapon
Okay.
as a bonus action. You know, it's not going to hit him. And I will attack him with that.
All right, and the range on spiritual weapon?
20 feet. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
One special weapon, spiritual weapon. $60 feet.
True.
I can cast it up to 60 feet away.
Yep, plenty within range.
Okay, good.
So right in front of him?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
And then I want to whack him in the face with my spiritual mace.
All right, let's see it.
Okay, or not. That is an 8.
An 8 unfortunately misses as this spectral maul appears in front of him, swings. The ogre just kind of step backs a little bit as the maul slams into the ground. The ogre's just.
Yeah, well, that was voice of spells.
Okay, you got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, Val.
I'm gonna hold action attack once if he does get tripped or passes right by me,
Okay.
and to also, because it doesn't count as an action or as a bonus action to bring out the Iconite. So,
I thought it was a bonus action to summon the infinite.
It is. That's a bonus action, yeah. So, but I can only hold
An action.
an action. So I'll hold the attack once he passes through.
Okay.
But as a bonus action,
Mhm.
I will bring my Iconite 5 feet behind Angus, like
Okay.
a little bit to the left. My left, yeah. Right. Yeah.
There?
Yep.
Okay.
And can I make it seem like it actually appeared like where I'm at, and then just like run to that area?
Yeah, so you have it. You see the pulse of energy appears back and like it shifts into that position, and the ogre just kind of hunches down, staring angrily in that direction.
Okay.
And we are to Meilin.
How far is he from where I am?
He is 20 feet away from you. You are currently crouched down and hiding.
Then I'm going to go behind that tree that's right directly behind me.
Here?
Yep, and go behind Val and Angus.
Okay, are you gonna continue trying to hide, or are you just breaking out into the
running.
open? Okay, so you take off running to here?
No, to right next to Angus in front of that little tree.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The smaller tree. And then one over. Sorry, one. Yep, right there.
Okay.
Okay. Yep, that's within range. Okay, anything else?
Holding attack action.
All right. So, to the ogre, you see him just slam his giant club one more time and just charge directly at all of you. And he gets to the rope, and the average of your 2 strength checks was an 18. So let's see if it holds him. He rolls a 17.
Oh, yeah.
Modified 17.
Wow.
So he hits it, and a dexterity saving throw to see if he goes face planting. That is a total of 8. This thing now comes careening
Yes, it worked.
ass over tea kettle forward.
Towards you.
Angus and Meilin, I both need you to make dexterity saving throws to get out of the way because he is big enough to crush both of you.
How are you guys doing?
14.
14,
Me too. Minus 12. So 2.
2.
Yeah, well,
That
I
would actually take a 15 to get out of the way as medium
And
difficulty.
how does that hit me, though?
From his physical size landing on the 2 of you, that will be...
No, but I'm saying, like, how does it hit me?
His physical body weight falls on top of you. He is 12 feet tall.
Right, but I'm
Does that work?
10 feet away from Angus. Like 10 feet wide to the
Oh, that's right. You
He's
are
not-
over to the
he's
side.
not-
Yeah, I'm 10 feet
Yeah.
away.
So, yeah, this is just hitting Angus then.
It's not a distance thing, it's a width.
Yeah. That is a total of 4 points of damage as you are partially smashed under his shoulder. Also knocked prone. You and the ogre are both prone on the ground, him
Fart a little
on
bit.
top of you.
Giggity.
Angus goes.
But now he is in range of both of you who have held your attacks.
Yep.
This,
DM question for this.
yes,
Like when they hold their action, that's until the end of the round, correct?
that is until the start of their next turn. It uses their reaction to use this, though. So, go ahead, both make your attacks.
No.
You got it.
Let's go with Val first. What did you get?
10.
10, unfortunately, does not get through his hide.
22.
22 does.
Modified.
22 does.
Can I use the charge?
Yes, you want to dump a charge into this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so, yep,
First
it
one.
is a D8 plus a D6.
Six.
It's your regular damage plus a D6.
Right.
Disappears.
Oh, nice. Oh god, max. 11. So 15 damage.
15 damage. Very nice.
For my first of 19 attacks.
Wait, he's prone. Does that
32.
mean, is that advantage?
Oh, yeah,
That is
whatever.
actually an advantage. Yeah, roll again both to see.
If I crit,
Yeah, see if you crit.
Okay, that hits.
I rolled higher.
Modified 20.
That's still
Okay.
hit though.
Okay. Yeah, so your damage still stands, but yes, you do actually hit. Thank you.
I went from a 22 to 23.
Yeah, same thing.
Damage!
That would be 10 damage.
10 damage. Very nice. The ogre's looking quite hurt in this moment.
Are you okay?
Hold on, let me get his
It
fingers out of
is-
my throat.
Going to take a swing at Meilin
No.
at disadvantage because
Mhm.
it's laying prone right now, since Meilin hurt it the worst. I rolled a 2 and a 4.
I don't think so.
So yeah, even with his modifier, it's not coming close. You see that the club is sweeping across the ground. You just kind of hop on from one leg to the other around
Is
it.
that like that thing that you used to like put
Yep.
on one leg and on the other?
Yeah, it's a big skip it.
Yeah.
That's it
We're old enough to
for
have those.
yeah. That's it for his turn. So
Mhm.
we are now to both Angus and Val on the same initiative.
Go ahead.
Stand up.
Okay. So you kind of pull yourself out from underneath the ogre.
And bonus action, I'm going to bring my spiritual weapon closer to him.
Okay.
And then I'll attack with the spiritual weapon. as my
With
bonus action.
advantage.
Alright, we'll go with that. So that is a 22.
22
Yay.
hits.
And that is 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Very nice.
And then I'm going to bash his head in with my warhammer.
Okay.
23.
That will hit. Let's see the damage.
Wow. Oh, plus my searing smite.
Yes, plus your searing smite.
Plus the smite of searings.
So, wow.
They gotta double check on this. Alright, 1d6 fire damage.
That's 120.
So that is 7 points of regular damage, 1 point of fire damage. And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
at the start of each of his turns. He has to make a Constitution saving
Oh.
throw. If he fails, he's still on fire and takes another 1d6 points of damage.
All right. You smash him inside. You see part of his head kind of cave a little bit. One of his eyes is slightly bulging out of the skull. This place is roaring in pain. It is still alive.
I want to bring the Econite within range to attack.
Okay.
So it's like a bunch of people just kind of...
Yeah, it's just going to town on him.
Yeah, and then I'll use the shadow, the Econite to actually attack him.
Okay. And this attack is at advantage.
Okay, so that's 1. Nice. 23.
23 will connect. Let's see the damage.
Got 10.
10 points of damage. Very nice.
And I will actually... Well, depends. Is he still alive?
It is still alive.
Alright, I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. And we are to Meilin.
I attack him.
All right.
Yeah.
And this attack does have advantage. It is prone.
Sweet. Cool. Let's go with an 18.
And 18 will connect. Let's see the damage.
Okay. And then, well, yeah. 5.
5 points of damage. Right in this moment, as it was sweeping at you, all of you just converge on it and just basically it's striking all at once. And you see Val's Echo Knight stabbing it. You see the Warhammer smash it in the head. And right as Angus makes impact with the Warhammer, you take your bow staff and jam the bow staff on the back of his Warhammer, driving it further into his skull. And you see the head just crack in, and it's just,
Nice.
Nice.
and it lays there unmoving.
I want to look out, see if there's anybody coming in. Like,
Go ahead, make a perception check.
Do I see radar flying around?
You see that there is an eagle flying in circles up ahead.
Okay.
14.
14. You don't see any movement from your current position. You don't hear anything.
I kind of wave so that he can know it's safe.
You see the eagle fly kind of low above you all and then take off, climbing higher into the sky.
Okay. He's up.
Anything on the ogre itself?
Okay. Go ahead, give me an investigation check.
Hey guys, help me out. Let's check it. See if there's anything that we might need for later on. They took our stuff, might as well take their stuff.
Go for it.
That's fair. I'll check as well.
Okay.
Investigation?
Mhm.
11.
21.
21. From the side of the
Investigator.
ogre that you're checking on, it's just wearing just this patchwork of hide armors. Some of them look distinctly goblin made, kind of just tied, almost like he took some of the sleeves and shoulders and tied them together to create a larger piece of armor.
Got it.
But he has no insignia on him. He doesn't seem to have any valuables. On the other side of his body, you find that he does have a small moldy pouch tied to his this cord of rope that he has as a belt. And you pull it open, and inside is just a rotting hunk of meat about this big.
Yeah, we can leave that.
You have fun with that.
I start undoing the rope while he finishes it.
All
I'll
right.
help with the rope.
Yeah. Just say it takes you guys just another minute to kind of, both of you working as a team, one person like heaving this thing's leg up so you can slide the rope underneath. But you recover both of your pieces of rope. The rope managed to hold.
I'm like, I can't believe that worked. That was great.
A little bit of thinking. Right?
Just a little.
No. Okay, can you move closer behind, like close to the fire, and see if you see anybody coming or looking through the cave?
Sure. Yeah, so I'll move up like about halfway.
Okay, so move up to about here.
Yeah, that works.
I'll go with him. I'm not bothering stealthing because it's a waste of my time.
Yeah, you guys just all moving forward towards the
I'm too
cave.
quick for stealth right now.
Sure.
Now that I know there's not a
You
giant
following
ogre,
behind, or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
which is saying I don't need to be scaredy anymore because there's not a giant ogre trying to chase us.
I'm gonna make the shadow, the Equinite, like disappear for now.
Okay. So the Echo Knight winks out, and as you are walking up,
20 bugbears come flying out of the cave.
With wings. Actually flying.
What is this wizard?
I'm assuming a 14 does not hit your armor class.
No.
Just in that moment, you hear a
Oh, God.
ting, and this crossbow bolt comes flying out of the cave, whistling right past your ear.